Hello world, welcome back to Greenville, South Carolina. It's your boy, Chris Strub here, firing up another episode of Political Machine 2020. This, of course, is the Fly the W studio here that you see here behind me. We'll flip a little light on there behind me real quick. So you can see this is my typical recording studio, but for today's purposes, you're going to see very little of me. I do want to say thank you because it looks like much people actually watch these videos that I created on Sunday. So best thing for you to do, follow me on Twitter at Chris Strub. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Chris Strub. And I got to put on my YouTuber hat. Make sure you smash that subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know where you're watching from, let me know what I'm screwing up in these videos. Someone actually left a comment on one of my YouTube videos. That might not seem like that big a deal to you, but it kind of is to me because I'm not a YouTuber. At least I don't think I'm a YouTuber, but I guess because I'm making YouTube videos now, I guess technically I am. Again, this is the Fly the W studio. This is my studio apartment here in Greenville, South Carolina. It's March 31st, so we are still in this first month of quarantine in the U.S. Who knows how many weeks, months, years this is going to go on. So maybe these videos are giving you some respite. Maybe you know me from some of the other stuff that I've done, like 50 States, 100 Days, or the Salvation Army Fight for Good tour. No matter where you know me from, maybe you just found me by Googling Political Machine gameplay, and you just want to relax and watch some Political Machine. So no matter what, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And without further ado, let's fire this thing up. Again, you're not going to see me too much here. I got myself in the little corner there. Fire up the Political Machine. Again, I do apologize if you are watching live. I don't really have a good method of keeping track of those comments. It's like here's Steam is opening up. I didn't even know what Steam was until Sunday. But I would like to play Political Machine. Turn the sound up. The video, the sound, everything actually looked pretty good on the video the other day. Like I was kind of surprised at how watchable all this stuff was. So is it better if I'm over here, by the way? Is that a better video? If you can see my face that way? I don't really know. That would be a great comment to leave if you're watching this later. Like, would you rather see me looking straight at you? There's a W, by the way, if you're wondering why I call it the Fly the W Studios. There's a W. Because I'll be playing this way, so I don't know if it'll be better for me to kind of look at the camera. I'm going to stick with this view. We're going to stick with the same default options as we had in our first two episodes. The 21-week campaign, the random events sticking at normal, and we'll stick with whatever the starting funds are. I can't imagine Klobuchar has very much money to start out with, so we'll see how that goes. She's probably got even less than Buttigieg had. I just hope that her fundraising prowess is a little better than Mayor Pete's was. So there's Amy. Starting money frugal. Looks like her attributes are kind of average. I like that she has some minority appeal. Of course, Amy is I think she's the senior senator from Minnesota. Yep, Amy Klobuchar became prominent in 2020 as a more traditional alternative to Bernie Sanders for the Democratic nomination. And we're going to stick on the Republican side with Donald Trump. You can see some of the alternatives here, including the fictional Valentino Rudabach. Maybe one day we'll create a Chris Strub in here. We'll see what we can do, because these are kind of entertaining characters. But we'll stick with We'll stick with 45 here. We're going to stick with Trump, who has a lot of stamina and moves around quickly. Fire this thing up here and we'll get going. Again, this is not going to be a how to play Political Machine 2020. Hopefully you have some familiarity with the game. I'm not going to really kind of walk through every last little bit of it. We're just going to play and you can watch along. I'll explain some things as we go. But certainly you'll pick up on some of my strategies. Another freaking blackmail. We're going to need all the money we can get. Not going to lie. Plus, Amy's stamina isn't as good as Mayor Pete's either. Looks like her fundraising prowess is a little better, though. And we are going to milk the state of California. God, every question mark I'm getting these days is these blackmail. Again, I got 4 consecutive blackmail question marks the other day when I played as Mayor Pete. Lost $1 million doing that. Now, if you've watched me play this game, you know how important I think these ideologies are. Damn it. As well as being the first one to buy an ideology. Still early, we're looking okay here. There's another question mark over in Washington. And he beat me to it. At least Amy's fundraising abilities are pretty good. So we're up over 4 million now. Still early on here in the race. We really want to focus on fundraising. I still don't know how big an impact these interviews have, but we might as well just do it. I'm fine with a laissez-faire approach. Looks like that got a good response. Much of our audience is, of course, on the couch, but do you think Americans should be more active? None of these are good answers. I've never really gotten a great response from the audience on any of these interviews that I've done. There's another ideology that I just lost out on. Now, if you watch my last video with Mayor Pete, saw Midwest was a big part of my strategy, and I think we're gonna stick with that idea here. All right, pick your running mate. Let's see, we're Amy Klobuchar. I'll take Liz. I'm a Liz Warren fan. We'll go a little more liberal. We'll go a female ticket. I'm fine with it. I'm all for it. All right, so we're at 4.9 million here in week 11. We're still getting smoked on these ideology points. Oh my God. It's not looking good with the ideology points. So again, if you're watching this, you're not too familiar with the gameplay. When a town hall appears, you definitely want to go to that state, no matter what you're planning to do in that week, because you're going to pick up ideology points. Then you spend those ideology points to build your platform. Essentially, the ideology points are a good radar of who's going to win a game. It's not always cut and dry that way. But the more of a platform you can build, the better. And when your opponent buys basically a plank of their platform, your next plank becomes 1 point more expensive. So it becomes more difficult, becomes more expensive to purchase those ideologies. So once you fall behind, and the ideologies, the platform planks have an enormous impact on the national polling. I mean, they just have such a big impact on the vote. Again, the vote that I've never seen a race really go out of 41 to 50% range. Every time you put in a plank to your platform, it's going to affect the national race by a point or two. So that's a big deal. So getting out ahead of that is important. Now, he picked Dan Crenshaw as his vice president. Free political operative, that's a big deal. All right, I'm down 62 to 33 in Texas. And I'm actually getting smoked in this race right now. But we've got some money. We're going to get some more money here. And now we're going to start spending that money. All right, we've got a lead in Florida. $61.34 here. All right, I've cut Texas to 58.37. We'll keep pushing in Texas. It's like my favorite strategy. not going to be able to build out my ideology anymore. I probably won't get another town hall. All right, we'll do Tucker. Hollywood celebrities are just morons. Again, a tepid response. Student loan bubble bursts. $54.42 in Texas. $54.43. Oh good, a nice bump in Utah. We don't want to lose Virginia. We don't want to lose any of these states. Right now the race is 274 to 264. Coming out strong against the coronavirus. I'm still down 13 points in Texas. coming down to it here. Looks like I got California, Minnesota. That helped. Still got to win Florida. That's going to help a lot. That's going to help a lot. I do support good jobs. That didn't do anything. Oh, no, it's a 2-point race now in Ohio. Lots of purple states. Gonna have to get creative here. It's going to be awfully close. This is going to be awfully close again. See what the polls say. I got to win. I got to hold on to the states I got. I got to find one more state to win here. What state can I pull out here? Should I go all in on Kentucky? Can I swing Florida? If I can swing Florida, do I have any more operatives I can move around? I can't buy any more operatives because I'm out of money. Let's see where I stand here. It's the coronavirus, man. Social Security isn't even on the list of the top 8 issues here. If you're watching this at home, man, this is a very tight game right now. I mean, I'm checking every last little Northeast state to make sure I don't miss the spot where I need to go. Can I still win Arizona? No. Oregon? We'll see if it comes down to Oregon. That's a very creative last week there. That was a lot of movement to a lot of these states that are going to be really close. So you can see it's showing I've got a 1% lead going into the election night. I really have no idea what's about to happen. This wasn't my strongest game. I don't think Amy Klobuchar is really the strongest candidate, but it's over. Now that's all that's left to do is count the votes. So let's see what we can pull off here. Amy Klobuchar, first female president versus a second term for President Donald John Trump. Let's see how it goes. 270 electoral votes needed to win. That's a good sign. Oh, I did win New Jersey. Oh, but he took Pennsylvania. I got Virginia, though. Florida's probably going to go his way. I tried. Florida's a big one. Ohio is a big one, of course. And I did not get Kentucky, so that's not good. I thought I might pull out Kentucky at the last minute. But we got Michigan, Illinois. We pulled out Louisiana. Minnesota, of course, sticks blue. Oklahoma goes blue too, and Nebraska. So you can see how much you can swing some of these states at the last minute. You see, I gave up on Texas. I've got a shot here, I think. Maybe not. Washington or 269. No. No. Oh. It doesn't get much closer than that. You see, I pulled out Oklahoma and Nebraska by stopping there at the last minute. But he won Oregon. Oh, he had a smear merchant out there. I got to look more carefully for these things. I mean, that's as close as it gets right there. I just lost, what, 272 to 268? 272 to 269? You see, you would never, in real life, you'd never ever see a map that looks like this. Nebraska going blue, Kansas staying red, Oklahoma going blue. And then even here, I managed to steal Louisiana at the last minute. The state that really got me was Kentucky. I thought I had a chance at winning Kentucky. I should have done an ad there, maybe instead of Ohio, where he had a lot more resources there. And if I had won any other state, I would have won. I don't think I really had a chance at Florida. Yeah, I lost by 5 points there. South Carolina got smoked. And see, that was my mistake. You see, I loaded up some resources in North Carolina thinking that I could pull it out. If I had moved either one of these guys to Oregon, I would have won. How much did I lose Pennsylvania by? 52-47. You see, I am learning a little bit. You see, I ended $506,000 in the red. I had a question last time I played because I moved into debt in the last week. Turns out that's okay. It doesn't penalize you. Obviously, you can't buy a fixer or anything like that, but you can still run an ad, and of course give a speech. So, did the best I could. Kind of tricky to start with just the 2.5 million, and start with 2 less stamina points per week than Mayor Pete. So I don't think Amy Klobuchar is really the strongest candidate in the game, but it is what it is. We'll take a look at the exit polls here. No matter how many speeches I gave about the coronavirus, I could not get out ahead of him on that issue. It's tough. And once again, all 3 of the games that I've streamed here on YouTube, the person with the popular vote has lost. So it's almost like they build that in on purpose. You see, I actually spent way more money. I spent, by a significant margin there, $8.6 million to his $6.5 million. And I said at the start of the stream here too, to keep an eye on those ideology points. I actually spent more ideology points than he did, and I still lost. So thanks for watching. It's Chris Chubb here in the Fly the W studio. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay tonight. It's a tough loss. It's a tough loss. But, make sure you go out, register, and vote. Also, leave a comment. Let me know what matchups you want to see. Let me know what you think of my strategy. I'll keep doing this because it's actually remarkably simple to set up. So if I'm going to play this game, I'm going to stream it. There's no reason not to. This has been kind of fun. So let me know what matchups you want to see. Let me know who you want me to see pick as vice president. I'm open to suggestions. This game is it's kind of fun. It's kind of relaxing. So stay tuned. More to come. Make sure you subscribe. That's what you're supposed to say, right? And until next time, it's Chris Chubb here in the Fly the W studio. Have an awesome night, guys. Go check out what that's all about. Thanks for watching, guys.